Hello everyone, welcome to Faithful to Big Brother, where we are here to discuss Big Brother UK 2025, day 38, and a backdoor eviction.
Ooh.
Which Sam and Nancy kept... Did they know it was happening? They weren't going to happen. They thought they were going Friday, that someone else was going for a backdoor. But it happened.
I don't know how they figured that one out. The only thing I could think of is that I don't know how they figured out that they were going to stay, even though they're the two who were put up for nomination, but someone else was going to go out through the back door.
Yeah, because they were like, well, we've only just done our nominations, so there's not enough time for us to go out today, because our episode doesn't air till the next day.
Little did they know, there's a little half an hour gap there ready to go. Because they kept saying that, the fireworks are getting late. We haven't done the fireworks yet. It's getting late. We've done this, done that, and the other. And then, lo and behold, they did the backdoor eviction via the fireworks in the most weirdly dramatic way possible. And not the best, for me, not the best backdoor exit. As I said, my favourite, hello Bradley. But
yeah, I mean, normally the backdoor exit is meant to be like a sad, sudden shock thing. And this one wasn't. It was you're getting evicted, everyone, and now let's watch it happen. You know what I mean? It wasn't like a surprise. It would have been, I think I said to you when we were watching it, when they're having their party, they were all dancing. They should have said, could Sam come to the diary room? Everyone carries on dancing.
Yep.
He's gone. Dead.
Yeah, about half an hour later, they can all be like, Sam's not returned from the diary room, wonder why. And then as time progresses, they figure it out. And even better, really mess up their brains. They
don't announce it.
Don't announce it, yeah, until the next morning. And they said, could all, everyone sit around the sofa and then say, Sam's been evicted, by the way. It happened last night.
That would have been better. So yeah, I don't feel, it wasn't the best backdoor eviction. But Sam's already had a fake eviction anyway.
Yeah, he can't have everything, can he?
The only thing he didn't have was an exit crowd, so...
Well, he kind of did, but not really, because he was stopped at the door and then spun back round again and then went back round the corridor. Yeah, that's right. He said that, didn't he?
Can't do anything without an auto cue. Not even, this is a fake eviction. They had to have it written in big letters so Sam saw it before.
On an idiot board. Yeah, no, Sam said on Late and Live, I think, he said like when he walked through the door, he saw the words fake eviction and he knew straight away that something wasn't quite right. Oh, for goodness sake.
I know.
Why do ITV ruin it for everyone?
Well, blame Will. Will Best. That's what I do.
Poor Will.
Blame him for everything.
Good interview, though, I must say. There's a really good
Will
interview.
Best there?
No, it was just AJ. Right. AJ actually does do a really good job at the interview when she's on her own. No offense.
So does Will when he's on his own. I think the problem is when there's two of them.
Yeah,
they just jump over each other's words and it just gets messy.
I mean, there's no reason
we love them both.
why
we're joking.
Of course we do, but there's no reason why they can't just do it, like they take turns each. They take turns telling the house who's been evicted. Why
the
don't they take turns?
The person who says you're evicted in the house, the other person then does the interview. Share the workload.
Problem is, though, that if you were in the Big Brother house, you'd have someone who would prefer to give you your interview. Do you not think? And so then if you got the one who you didn't prefer, you might feel a bit like, the one part
who would you prefer?
I'd want AJ to do my interview.
No.
I love AJ. She's sweet.
Well, I want Will Best to do my interview. Please.
Well, you want Will Best so you can just look at his nipples. That's all you want. I don't know.
It's hard not to when he never has them out. Never not has them out, I mean. If you anyone follows his Instagram feed.
I was meant to say, when the last live eviction, it was obviously the Halloween eviction. Did you notice he wore the same suit that he wore last year for the Halloween eviction?
Did he?
Yep.
Is he using outfit?
He's doing a Dot from EastEnders edit when she used to wear the same Christmas dress. Will Best, I think, is going to wear the same outfit every Halloween. That's his holiday of choice.
Good. Doesn't he look lovely?
But no, the exit interview with Sam was really good. I loved his reaction when he found out who nominated him, which was basically everyone bar Caroline and Nancy.
I know, and he does good reaction face in the corner there. He reacted to every single one. I mean, so I think Emily surprised him.
And Elsa really surprised him. He was like, of everyone there, Elsa's the one I did not expect to have voted for me. And Elsa, So Sam was a bit shocked by them all. He still didn't understand that conversation in Snug with Zila. He still, even though they replayed the clip to him and said, do you see now where you misinterpreted? No, I saw the same. I'm sure Zila said he wanted to shag me. Yeah. So then AJ had to like spell it out to him.
Yeah. Still didn't quite get it, but he heard what he wanted to hear. We've all been there.
I am looking forward to the social media meetups because Zila and Faye Shola have now had lunch together. I've spotted it on my TikTok, tickety-tockety. God, I sound like Richard. I've got the tickety-tockety. So that's nice. So they've got together. Obviously, Cameron being his new exclusive clothing line and OnlyFans. So that's interesting. I haven't seen much of Garni.
No, Frida was on TikTok Live yesterday. I saw her.
Okay, cool.
So she's back on with her fans.
Her fans, yeah. Her LGBTQ community.
She was saying on there, I really love the hot tub. Really, really loved the hot tub. That's what she was saying. Then I swiped away. Right. So she's happy.
She just wants hot tubs and Pringles.
Garni, I've not seen anything since Frida went back in when he was crying because he wasn't going back in. Yeah. And then also Pizza Hut announced they were closing. I
mean, that's a double hit for Garni, wasn't it? He went out week 1 on Big Brother, and then he loses his job because Pizza Hut's closing down.
Well, he went out first, so in 2 years' time, they can bring him back we're bringing someone back who went too early, and Garni can come back and have his Frida moment.
I like that you're hopeful that ITV will keep Big Brother going on for another 2 years.
Well, it's still getting 1 million.
I know, I'm joking. It's for ITV too. It's a great hook, and I think it's doing quite well on social media and also through streaming. And really, that's all channels care about nowadays.
Exactly.
They don't care about live figures. They care about whether it's popular with the tickety-tockety groups.
Right, so on the actual episode then, we had Tasia's party.
Yes, her birthday party.
We had Elsa made her sock, her cake, the sock puppet and the cake, which was...
Well, it wasn't a cake, was it? It was a biscuit.
We don't really know what it was. Honest. No one knows what it was. It was just an entity.
A cake is a batter that you put in a cake tin and then bake. That was dough. So she made a kind of bready biscuit. Even Marcus said it was like it had the outside of a cookie, the inside of bread, with chocolate chips smothered around it. It was a very odd mix.
I think it was like a pastry mix because Caroline and Jenny were talking about pastry, weren't they? So I don't know if it was like some weird that thing in a tube which you pop open and
the Pillsbury pocket.
Maybe it was one of them, and she was just, I don't know, she was sprinkling like things into it, and I don't know what they were.
Chocolate chips.
Yeah, but there was also like other stuff.
Nuts.
I don't know what was going on, but she was having a lovely time. Elsa was.
Do you know what? If Elsa's happy, I'm happy.
And Marcus. We said yesterday that Marcus and Tate are the Karens of the office. He's doing his Kim Woodburn impression because he's getting really upset about bowls being left by his bed. And he stormed over, washed them all up in front of everyone, washing. Elsa kept trying to like hug him or touch him or say sorry. No, don't go near Marcus. He was washing up. And he's taking it very personally. But,
I feel like he's kind of playing up to the role a little bit. Because especially when Elsa was kind of like floating around him around the sink, and Jenny said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I did it," and he was like, and Elsa was like, "I'm sorry too," and he was like, "I forgive you, Jenny," and not Elsa. So I think he was playing up a little bit. He didn't believe
Elsa's sorry.
Well, no, I think he was just kind of teasing.
I think this shows that Civilian Big Brother needs to go on this extra week because it used to be 6 weeks on ITV. They've added an extra week 7. This is the week where everyone's starting to crack, and this would be the final normally. And I think the 6 weeks plus. It's the point where people go a bit insane because Jenny keeps wanting to leave. She's like losing it slowly. Marcus is getting really angry about a bowl.
Yes, the cleanliness of it.
I mean, the house looks disgusting.
The house looks...
All of a sudden.
It looks like the visual representation of what you'd find inside Cameron's snot tissue, basically. Let's be honest with you. His snot rag.
You keep showing that.
I wish he would stop eating the beans and then spitting them out again. That is gross, Cameron.
Didn't he like chew a bit of sausage and put it back on the plate and then gave it to Tasia for her birthday as well?
No, that was egg.
Was it an egg? I thought it was an end of a sausage he bit off.
Oh, he had something from the pan and he went because it was obviously too hot and spat it back into the pan.
And they gave it to Tasia for her birthday breakfast.
But that snot rag, I swear, Cameron, if you need to take anything away from Cameron Big Brother, like as a punishment, get rid of that bloody... Just buy him... All they have to do is buy a box of Kleenex for the house. That's all.
I think Marcus has used all them.
What? I won't ask why. But also don't forget Jenny did spill some coffee on Marcus's bed as well. And so they quickly had to hide that.
Yeah, I do always wonder on Big Brother, and it's a disgusting question, so I don't really want to ask it, but like, how do the men
masturbate?
Do you know what I mean? Like, what
pleasure
happens
themselves?
There? Like, does it... I don't know. I don't want to ask. But it's so occasionally it does go through my head, like, what's going on here?
Well, either they don't.
Well, yeah, exactly.
Which is why they're so sexually charged all the time. Or they just... I think they do it.
Where and how and why and what... Do the other housemates know? Is it just like an unsaid rule? What's going on there? I need like a Big Brother late in live X-rated questionnaire.
It would be tricky, wouldn't it? How would you go about
what goes on?
Because there's literally nowhere with no camera. Even where the smoking room is, there's a camera in there.
You can't do it in the smoking. Do you know what? That's what I mean. But there is that weird toilet, I guess. I don't know. I don't want to.
No, the toilet's got a camera in it.
But they just goes through sometimes. But I don't want to ask the question.
They just don't show. They just don't use it very often.
But there's sound in there.
There's sound. Yeah, well, that's true. There's sound, isn't there?
If anyone wants to let me know, just DM us. I'll keep it anonymous. I'll just keep it between me and you.
We have suggested in the last episode the Big Brother porno. So, you know.
True. We can't get any lower.
There has to be.
We can't get any lower.
We're saying men. Women also
masturbate. No, I don't care about women.
Nancy talked about the Rosebud or whatever it's called, remember?
Oh, no,
it's the best vibrator ever.
Never heard of it before. I looked it up. It looks very confusing. That's not for me.
It was clearly not for you because you're not a lady. But men and women, obviously, they all want it in the house. You know, if you've been in the house, please, or you've heard rumours from other people, please let us know. What do you do about pleasuring yourself? Because there has to be something.
You don't have to let us know.
Do you reckon there's when you go to prison, you can have visits, visits. Do you think that ITV say,
no,
here's a room,
no,
you got 10 minutes, shuffle one out?
That's their thing. They're in the minute mark. They can bid.
10 eyeballs for a quick wank. Round the back. Maybe they have like
Caroline. I'll bid them all.
I'm going to do it all. Maybe they have like a bike sheds area. You know what I mean? So that's where you go around for a quick tug.
No.
Well, I'm just suggesting.
No, this is why I didn't want to suggest it because it's gone too far now. But anyway, I just wonder that sometimes. But anyway,
get in touch if you know. Oh, but we haven't done any of this. So get in touch. I'll do it at the end of the episode. You can find out how you can get in touch with us and let us know.
But it's interesting. Yeah, that's why Marcus and Elsa are on a bit like shaky ground. But Elsa's been talking wedding dresses again. She told Tasia she thinks he's the one that they're going to marry. Tasia just sort of nodded and agreed. There's no point fighting it or saying anything. Just go, yeah.
I really like Tasia and Elsa's friendship. It feels genuine friendship. When we were talking last night, when we were watching Sam's interview, and he was going on and on and on about how great him and Nancy are and how they're best friends forever, I said to you that, and you know, I think you summed it up best, is like Sam and Nancy's relationship is like someone who you call your best friend at work. So the moment they leave where you work, that thing that you had has gone.
Work, the one thing in common.
Yeah, and so the one thing Sam and Nancy have in common is Big Brother. And now once that's taken away from them, they'll keep in touch and it'll be a lot to begin with, and then it'll slowly patter away in the end.
Because they have nothing else to talk about.
They have nothing else to talk about. Tasia and Elsa, they talk about other things. They talk about outside. They talk about their friends, their family. They talk about their games, their holidays, their weddings. And I feel like Tasia and Elsa have a friendship that can last outside the house, and I like their friendship. I really do a lot, and so I feel like they'll be strong forever.
I think that, and also it was interesting with Jenny because she's like all of a sudden yesterday's episode and today she was kind of saying, "Oh, I want to go home. I kind of want to leave," and she was having a bad day. And Caroline thought she hated her, and Jenny was like, "No, I hate everyone." So Caroline was like, "Good, that's same as me,
fine by me."
And it's like Jenny almost broke Big Brother, the game of Big Brother, by. She's had like this epiphany where she's now like omnipresent all of a sudden, where she's like, there's stuff outside this house. And actually everything in this house isn't that important. And I have friends outside the house and I don't want to be friends with any of you and I probably won't be. And it was like, Jenny's just broken the social experiment here because she's now omnipresent by looking outside of the house when you're not meant to really, you're meant to be contained. And that's what's happened with Nancy, Caroline and Sam. They were in that house and their whole universe was what's happening in this house. They're talking about us.
Yep.
Jenny broke it by suddenly realising, I'm from Derry, I'm just going to go back to Derry. None of these people here in real life I would actually hang out with or be my friends. It's just because we're forced to. And now I don't care all of a sudden. So yeah, she's broken the Big Brother game.
Yeah. Well, this
by
is
becoming omnipresent.
If you think about Big Brother is, if you want to liken it to a career or work, then it's like work. If you think about it, 7 weeks work where you're aiming to earn £100,000 essentially. You know, you just have to remember that there is life outside of this one bubble. But I get it. When you're inside it, of course, it feels like that's your whole world. But Jenny's
no other housemates normally do that. But yeah, Jenny's just suddenly realised that all of a sudden, and now she's just like at peace.
Yeah, she is at peace.
Yeah, she's like found.
Well, she cheered when Sam left, which really wound Nancy up. Like she went, "We're the finalists, woo!" And I have to say, that was awful timing.
But it wasn't as close as Nancy was making. Nancy said it was as he was walking out the door. But she didn't. It was a bit later when he had already gone, and she said, "Well, at least we're now the top 10." And then she went, "Woo!" So,
and Elsa did, and then they high-fived.
Yeah.
But Nancy's obviously zoned in on Jenny because it's all about Jenny, isn't it, for Nancy? But that's another point strengthening what you were saying about what Jenny is like. Jenny doesn't care. Jenny's just thinking, you know what? Now I've got 1 week left. And it's us 10. Let's enjoy ourselves. Well, Nancy's like, this is still a game, and I hate everyone who's talking about Sam, and how dare they? And Nancy really, really got angry about it. And it's like, I just feel like Nancy just needed to take a.
That's
take
like
a,
Jenny
take a
and Nancy are the polar opposite of realizing how big this game is compared to like the actual existence of the universe. But we saw a different slightly different side to Caroline when she was talking to Jenny, which was quite nice. When she was sort of saying, "Oh, what's wrong with you? Get out of this funk." And she was quite, I don't know, Caroline was quite good at sort of bigging her up and getting her. It was like her PR mode. Like that's how Caroline talks to like her clients who've just had a worst dressed moment in Heat magazine or something.
Well, Heat magazine.
Well, that's where Caroline's from. That
world,
that era
that's
is where
true.
she was from. So yeah, I thought she was quite good.
As we've said before, everyone in the house is really surprised by how Caroline's being perceived outside. I do think Caroline got herself, and I've said this to Blue in the face, so I'm not going to go elaborate into much more, but like Caroline got herself tied up in the whole Big Brother thing, and she started making a narrative in her head that didn't exist, and that was her undoing. And it was just unfortunate for Caroline, because actually I don't think Caroline is that bad. I think Caroline is genuinely a nice person. Like we've seen touches when she's just been genuinely thoughtful and nice to people. And actually when Jenny said to Caroline about you know what, I've just realised everything outside this world is more important than what's happening inside this house. So I'm just going to just get on with it and look forward to leaving. As soon as Caroline kind of heard that almost clicked something in Caroline, and she thought to herself, why am I being so serious in here? What? So the only one who's now taking it so seriously is Nancy. And it depends whether Nancy can kind of, because every time Nancy talks to Caroline, like when Nancy was talking to Caroline about Sam's eviction and the whole whoop thing and the cheering.
When they're packing a suitcase.
Nancy was getting really, really angry about it. But Caroline was a bit like, yeah, no, it's bad, but yeah, you know.
I saw that as well. Yeah, Caroline kind of noticed like, oh wait, actually a minute.
Yeah.
You're getting a bit too
wound
upset
up
about this. Yeah, it's interesting, but like we keep saying, Caroline isn't like, she's not being the villain where she's being horrible to everyone. She's just doing silly things to keep it entertaining in a weird way. So yeah, I don't think she's doing bad. I don't particularly want her to be evicted before, like, because it's a double eviction next on Friday. And there's 3 people up, but we don't know who. We don't know who, but we can pretty much guess if we're going from the basis of the last vote. So we're going to put it out there and say it's Jenny, Nancy, and Caroline. They had to do speed nominations, whatever that means. What does that mean? Who knows? What, face-to-face? I don't know if it's face-to-face. They were just called, they did speed nominations. Okay. What, they had like 10 seconds. I mean, that's ridiculous. What if you don't get it done in that 10 seconds? You lose your nomination. Not sure. But yeah, double again. 2 of the 3 are going to be going. But I don't know. Do I want Caroline gone yet? I don't know. No, there's people like Emily who could go, maybe, or Tate or Marcus who could go before her. But they won't get put up for nomination. If it's speed, I'm guessing that Big Brother's like the producer's theory is that if it's a speed nomination, if you're a bit more of a panic, you might nominate a bit differently. You might nominate a bit more spur of the moment. You might be like, oh, Marcus, Emily, rather than like having too much time to think about. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what the speed nominations are. But I'm with you. I'd like Caroline to make it to the final. I'd like Caroline to make it to the final without Nancy, because I think you would see the Caroline that would have always been there the whole time if it hadn't been for Sam and Nancy. I mean, we are risking the Nathan thing from last 2 years ago, where we were like, oh, he's not that bad, and then actually he turned out to be. But that's from when he's out of the house, so that's neither here nor there. Don't forget the same one might happen with Caroline. I might, in a year's time when I'm doing this podcast, I'm going to say, oh god, never know what Caroline's done now on Loose Women. Yeah, but you were adamant. We were talking last night, and you were adamant because when the Sam's best bits, they dared show a clip of him talking to George. Remember George? Yeah, I know. And I said to you, it's like, well, I told you nothing would happen with George. And you were like, oh, yeah, I don't see it. So, yeah, I've not seen it. I saw him once where he was doing this TikTok live collaboration with someone, and he was in like a phone booth, like a public phone booth, and people were ringing it, and he was talking to them and like answering questions.
No one cares.
No, I don't think anyone. I don't think there were many phone calls coming through.
He tried his hardest. He wanted a grift. The grift did not work. So now George will go back to doing gay roles.
It's just on a different algorithm, completely different to us, and we just haven't seen any of it or don't know of it. But I've not seen any posts or any outrage of saying, "Oh, look what George has said or done now,"
because no one cares.
No,
he went on Dan Wootton. No one cares.
Well, yeah, I did say he started at the bottom,
and worked his way even further down. So they're scraping the barrel, and there's actually bloody taking the wood up, and that's what George was now doing.
Yeah, so there was nowhere else to fall.
Maybe Elsa will spot him on the dark web when she gets back out.
Oh yeah.
You never know. You never know.
So yeah, I mean, we're going to go with Caroline, Nancy, and Jenny, I guess. I
feel a strong inkling.
Unless there's going to be a few changes because of the Marcus Bowl thing. Maybe that will change 1 or 2 votes enough to mix things up.
Well, Marcus won't vote for Elsa, and Elsa's the one he's blaming.
Yeah, Marcus might get some votes.
No, because they think it's funny. They don't take it offensively. The only people who took it offensively was Sam and Nancy. Even Caroline laughs about it. Yeah. Caroline takes the piss out of Tate and Marcus for it. The only two who are genuinely taking it offense by it is Nancy and Sam. Nancy and Sam, I'm telling you, they ruined Caroline. And everyone's blaming Caroline for it. Everyone's like, yay Sam, yay Nancy, just because they do a bit of twerking in a prison cell every now and then.
I mean, I do remember on launch show, when we gave our first impressions, I did say I wasn't sure about Nancy, and that hasn't really changed this whole time. I'm still not sure. So, trust your gut.
Trust your gut, like a Danon. Nancy is just, I don't know. And I mean this not horribly. I really don't, because I think they're all lovely people, actually. I must say, I think the cast this year has been really good. Caroline's been great fun, even though we've been like, oh, Caroline, wanted to throttle her a few times. But Nancy's a bit vanilla, but like tries to not be. Do you know what I mean? And that's the problem with Nancy. That's it. She's got that pick-me energy. And I think if Nancy just kind of relaxed a little bit and just kind of like, because she had such an interesting, like when she first went in, it was quite interesting. Like she's an Italian and she moved to Scotland and and it's like there was a really interesting past to her, and she's travelled a lot. That's what I wanted to learn about Nancy, not just how angry she is because like someone said something a bit nasty about her behind her back. And
I think the fake eviction thing has kind of ruined her and Sam's narrative a bit. That whole thing ruined both of their, not that ruined their time in the house, but ruined their edit, I guess.
I blame Farida.
Well, yeah, quite. And Emily. And Emily's the last one standing. Who'd have thought it?
Emily's the most boring one of them all.
I know.
Like, there's absolutely nothing to talk about with Emily. Really isn't. Like, we very rarely... We both thought that, like, she might be, like, at the very least, like, a little bit interesting... But every now and then she kind of makes like a... Like yesterday she said, oh, I look like a middle-aged Tory. And it's like, I mean,
the thing is with Emily is, like, she's kind of... She is harmless, I think. Like, there's nothing actually I don't dislike her. She's kind of... She seems nice.
She's forgettable.
But, yeah, she's just, like... She's kind of just there. And it's like, well... Is that why you say controversial things online? Because there's not much else. Well, there's not much else there, is there? It's a bit like...
But she's
and also, I don't even believe... When she says things, she never says it like with George... No, talked about him. When he said things, you kind of... He believed what he was saying.
Yeah.
When she says stuff, it doesn't even sound like she believes what she's just saying it just to like look at people and see how they're reacting. But it never really cuts through to anything. So yeah, she's a bit of a nothing.
When Caroline used to have those political conversations, when she said things, she believed them, but she was willing to listen to what other people had to say. And whether she took it on board or not was another matter. But Emily, yeah, like you say, but it's just, Emily's like a classroom example. Like you could study Emily of the kind of person who is behind a profile online, she's Billy Big Balls, but when face to face with people, she's all shy and timid and wants to be your friend.
Yeah,
it's basic 101.
They should have given her that when they had that game to play to win the party, so they couldn't lose.
The fireworks display, which they had to win because they had to do the end.
The one of them was like whose spark is not as bright as their whatever it was. It was basically their bark is worse than their bite. And they picked Jenny. They should have picked Emily for that, I think. But yeah.
But that's what I mean. It's like Emily's not... I don't think Emily really crosses their thoughts in that house. I think, like the viewing public, she's just there. She's just an extra plus. She's the plus one to a wedding. You know what I mean?
All she wants is her husband, Tate. That's all she wanted.
She's still desperate to do it, isn't she? She mentioned something about... I think it was when they were talking about weddings, and she said, like...
Will we or won't we?
Yeah. It's like, she's
won't.
adamant that Tate and her are going to get together.
Yeah,
and Tate's like, has absolutely nothing to do. Like, I never see them even have a conversation together.
No.
Like, even in the corner when you're watching someone else's conversation. Poor
her.
Emily. The one thing I would say is Emily's obviously, because she joined 2 or 3 weeks into the show, everyone had already made their friendships, their bonds, and Emily's just kind of a floater, isn't she? So I suppose that's made it a bit more tricky.
I mean, she's done quite well in that respect, to not be completely like ostracized, I guess.
Yeah.
Because normally when that happens, you're kind of literally the first one out and just gone. But so she's done well there, I guess.
It was ever since she rubbed that pizza into her breast.
Oh yeah, she won us. She won the
nation
over.
At that point. Yeah. If she is ever on GB News, they can use that clip. ITV will willfully give it away in 480p.
Yeah, lovely. So that's the end. So we'll be back for the double eviction.
Yes. So you can find us on our social media, which is the Linktree, linktr.ee/faithful2, and on there it's got all our links to social media. How you can watch us on YouTube, Spotify, listen to us on any of our podcasts. Have a bit comment, follow us, give us a thumbs up, subscribe, give us 5 stars, all the good stuff. Tell your friends, blah 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 blah. And tomorrow will be the final of Faithful to the Traitors. Then Faithful to the Traitors Celebrity. And then Saturday, so if you know, you know. And then Saturday is the double eviction episode of Big Brother Today, UK. And then there will be something else, all going well, on Sunday.
None of this means anything if you're listening to this in 2029.
But I'm just letting you know.
But, you know.
Yeah, this is just what's coming out in the next few days.
But that's us for Big Brother until the double eviction, where we presume 2 more females will be evicted, because that's the British public's way.
Net mums. What was that? No, it's not called Net Mums, is it? It's called
Mumsnet.
Mumsnet. Oh, sorry, I got them all the way around. That's Net Mums. You should start a website called Net Mums. That would really upset Mumsnet.
Maybe. Right, so then until then, goodbye.